It's Florida State week. The Miami Hurricanes coming off of a bye. We're going to take a look at where they stand in the national picture. Where are the bowl projections, the playoff projections, putting Miami at this point? So we're going to look at those, and also I'm going to give you my updated predictions for the rest of the season. We will start with Athlon. Athlon has Miami playing Ohio State in the Peach Bowl. So this is would be a quarterfinal matchup here. It might not be Ohio State, but they're projecting Ohio State to win. They're projecting Ohio State to beat Notre Dame. So winner of Ohio State Notre Dame playing Miami in the Peach Bowl. And again, if you look at these projections, pretty much all of them, or all of them, have Miami. If they do get that first round bye, if they win the ACC championship, they have them playing in Atlanta in the Peach Bowl. So that's where you can expect Miami to play, again, if they win the ACC. So yeah, Athlon's got them playing Ohio State. That would be a great matchup. That one would be a lot of fun. Again, it could be Notre Dame if Notre Dame were to pull off the upset over Ohio State, but they are projecting that to be Ohio State over Notre Dame. All right, how about CBS Sports? They've got them playing Texas in the Peach Bowl. So they've also got Miami winning the ACC and playing the winner of Texas A&M, actually. So Texas, the number 6 seed, Texas A&M, the number 11 seed. And I don't think they actually project the winner of that game. So I'm just going with Texas because they would be the higher ranked team. They would be the favorite there. That would be crazy, by the way, to see Texas and Texas A&M play in a playoff game. But we're going to see matchups like that. Although Miami, I don't think you have to worry about playing Florida State in a playoff game this year, or Florida for that matter. But yes, it's Peach Bowl again, playing Texas potentially. So you're looking at Ohio State or Texas. Those obviously would be pretty tough matchups. But, Miami definitely would have a shot in both of those games. The next one here is the Action Network. They've got Miami playing Penn State in the Peach Bowl. So same scenario here. They've got Miami winning the ACC, playing the number 6 seed, and that would be Penn State. So all three of these projections I've shown you have Miami winning the ACC, playing in the Peach Bowl, and being the number 3 seed, so then playing the number 6 seed in the quarterfinals. They've got Penn State beating BYU. So again, winner of Penn State BYU here in this one. And, me personally, I would think Miami would have a better shot at beating Penn State versus than Ohio State or Texas. But, all these teams are pretty even. And, Miami definitely has a shot against all those teams. But, again, 3 projections, all 3 of them giving Miami the nod, winning the ACC championship, playing in the Peach Bowl in Atlanta, and we have one more projection that does not have Miami winning the ACC. They've got Clemson winning the ACC championship, and that's 24/7 Sports. So they've got Miami still making the playoff, but not winning the ACC championship. They've got them playing Indiana in this matchup. So this would be a matchup where Miami is ranked number 7, Indiana is ranked number 10. So number 7, Miami hosting Indiana, so they would play at home in this game. And if they were to win, they would then play Georgia. So you would play Georgia in the next round. Obviously, that'd be a tough matchup there as well. But we're talking about the college football playoffs, so you're going to have tough games no matter what. The only chance you really have of getting an easier first-round matchup is if you're the 5 seed. But again, you don't get a bye if you're the 5 seed, and you're not going to be number 5 if you win your conference, which is what Miami is hoping to do. So again, 3 of the 4 projections have them playing in the Peach Bowl, getting a first-round bye because they win the ACC, and then 24/7 Sports has them as the number 7 seed playing Indiana in a home game. So different matchups there, different scenarios that could play out. The FPI, they've got Miami ranked number 10. Their FPI is 18.3. Which means on a neutral field against an average opponent, they would be favored by 18.3 points. They've got their win-loss projection at 11.8 and 1.0. That would include a conference championship game potentially. So yeah, they're only giving them one loss, whether it comes in the regular season or in the ACC championship. They think this team gets through the rest of the season with only one loss. They have a 29.7% chance of winning out. So again, they do think they're going to lose a game, but only one game. They have about an 80% chance to make the ACC championship. You might have to go undefeated, though. When you look at the rest of the ACC, Clemson, How many losses are they going to have? SMU, man, they may not have any losses in the conference. Even Pittsburgh, they may only have one, and we could get a tiebreaker scenario there. So that'll be interesting to see how that plays out. But again, if Miami goes undefeated, that even then we'd have to go to the tiebreakers potentially, because Clemson, Miami, and SMU could all be undefeated, and we'd have a three-way tie. So it's going to be very interesting to see how that plays out. But I feel like if Miami wins out, I mean, they're probably going to get the nod. And things usually take care of themselves. I doubt we're going to have three undefeated teams in the ACC. They give them a 43.9% chance of winning the ACC, an 85.9% chance of making it to the playoffs. So it's almost like they're saying they're going to make the ACC championship. They're going to go undefeated more than likely, and then they might lose that game. About a 50-50 shot that they lose that game, but they're going to go to the playoff either way. Again, that is a really, really high number, an 86% chance that this team makes the playoff. You can almost, I'm not going to say you can guarantee it, but they're in very, very good shape at this point, especially if you look at the rest of the schedule. They have a 15.4% chance of making it all the way to the national championship and a 6.2% chance of winning the national championship. Those numbers, both making and winning the national championship, they're actually the fifth highest. So they have the fifth highest chance out of any team of winning a national championship this year. That means you got a great shot. I mean, the FBI thinks you've got a great shot to win a national championship if you're Miami. I mean, the fifth best odds, that's up there. So the Hurricanes, they're not just looking to make the playoff. They're looking to win the whole thing. And again, a 6.2% chance, that seems like a small percentage. But when you look at all the different teams, that's actually the fifth best percentage. So we'll see if Miami can pull that off. These are my preseason predictions. Obviously missed the mark on Florida and Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech was very, very close. Almost got that one right. But I did have them losing only one conference game and then beating Clemson in the ACC championship. So I did have them getting a first-round bye in the playoff. Now looking at it, the rest of the season, the schedule's not all that tough. Florida State at home, it's a rivalry. I guess you never know, but Miami should win that game easily. Duke's been solid, but Miami should win that game at home. Wake Forest at home as well. Then you've got Georgia Tech and Syracuse, teams that Miami is clearly better than, but this has been a crazy season. We've seen upsets. Miami has not played their A game all the time, and if they stumble and they don't play great, I think both of those teams are capable of pulling off a big upset, and it really doesn't even matter as long as they still get to the ACC championship. So I actually think that they do slip up somewhere. Either one of those games, I'm going to just say Georgia Tech. Haynes King, if he's back healthy, that Georgia Tech team will be tough to beat, and you got to play them on the road. So I'm going to go 11-1. I'm still predicting this team to win the ACC. I've got them over Clemson. Clemson has been a more consistent team this year overall. I guess they've probably looked like the better team, but when Miami is playing at their potential, when they're playing at their best, and I believe they would in a big game like that, I think Miami actually a little bit better than Clemson. I think the offense that they have is going to cause some problems, especially the vertical threat, throwing the football down the field against those Clemson DBs. I think the matchup favors Miami. I think they win that game, and I do think they'll get a first-round bye in the college football playoffs. So those are my updated predictions and also just some updated bowl projections here as we head into Week 9.